Welcome in, everyone. I'm Cloudy, and this is the second episode of my Age of Calamitous 2025 series. We're going to pick up right where we left off last episode, so let's jump into it. Alright, we're almost to the faction hall. We have to go through this little part right here first. Gotta swim. And here we are. How cool this is. That's so neat.
Welcome back.
Alright. So now we have to pick our faction. I think I'm going to join the Shadaerion Dominion. I like some of the stuff that you get through joining them, so I think that is going to be
Move swiftly. Do you have anything?
what I choose this time. And since the faction stuff is different this time around, it was my choice was between the two different elf factions. But since I like the Cold Embrace and the Van Gogh better than Stormhold, and I think I'm just gonna go with the Forsaken Legion, I think.
There is always we must act now. If you are ever in doubt, make sure to read through the notes I gave you.
So we're gonna go this way. If I was to join a second one, it would be the Cold Embrace, because I like some of their items too. But I kind of want to unlock all these items. They look really cool. Plus, there is a new combat style that unlocks with this faction, and I very much want to level it up. So I think that's kind of the defining factor in this playthrough of like why I'm selecting what I would refer to as are they kind of dark elves? They kind of look like night elves too in the Warcraft stuff with their super bright colored hair like this. It's like very much night elf looking when you look at them. But they're also kind of like the faction that I joined is kind of like the baddie faction a little bit, right? So not exactly night elves. Dark elves that are night, kind of something. All right, so this is where we go to join them. And this would be, it's really cool. They show you all the stuff, like unique things that you unlock when you join a certain faction. Like this right here looks really cool. And like just all the katanas they have. I think I'm gonna have fun with that. Not a whole lot in the end of decorations. Outside of the summoning altar, which I don't even know what this is or what it does. In the way that I handle building anyways, a lot of times decorations, I'm just going to use anything and everything because I just like making the world look cooler. But before we get into that, let's just join this faction. And now we're overweight again, of course. Let's put on this new stuff, though, that we got. Ooh. We got a new weapon. So, technically, I could just throw out this stuff because it's weighing me down. We do have some points, though, that I can... Here, let's raise up my expertise and see if that gives me enough weight. I'm definitely going to do a lot of like crafting and junk anyways, so I'm going to be raising up expertise. Oh, now I'm good. Perfect. I want to see this. There's 2 of them. Oh, look at that. That's why I wanted to join this faction right here. Oh, that's so awesome. Does it have a control? What the heck? That's neat. Heck yes. I like that. That's really cool. Okay. Happy I made that decision. So we will most certainly be leveling that up as we go. Back to the faction hall. I wonder if they'll have glows like that, though. Look how crazy that is. All right. We have to find Farengar again.
We must act now.
And
If you are ever in doubt,
is that
make
it?
sure to read
Are
the
we?
notes I gave you. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're okay. So now we can reset our faction.
Patience is key.
Let's see here. AOC features. Now we have the Alliance tab. This stuff has all been kind of reworked. It's all new. So we get reputation from, I would assume, doing quests or killing enemy faction members. You're going to gain reputation points. And then it looks like you unlock stuff. Like merchants, titles, sub-factions, which unlocks more gear and pets, and there's all kinds of stuff. This is gonna be a lot of fun. There's free food here too, by the way. If anybody didn't know that, you can interact with that. All right, so now I think what we need to do is we need to head into the world and find a place to start organizing all of this stuff that's in our bag.
Welcome back.
Okay, so he doesn't have anything for us. Okay, so now since we are in an area where there's quite a bit of hard stuff, I am just going to run through here and get to safety.
Behold, Bonded One, the very boundaries of civilization. Beyond the passage of our highways, lie the wild places of the world, where untamed savages make endless war upon each other. You cannot pass into the endless wastes enslaved. Your bonding prevents it. Return. Follow the road. Any road. All roads lead to the city.
Okay, so I just need to run through here and not get killed. Okay, there's plague over that way, I see, so we're not gonna mess with that. Oh no! Why am I so slow? Run, run, run. Oh shit. Trying to look behind me, but it didn't work, so let's keep moving here. All right, we're past them. We're past them. And now that I'm coming out of the super dark part of AOC, AOC's content is really, really dark. We'll turn this down now. So now we're gonna head this direction. And we will come across our first little settlement to start working on some of our progression. We have a little bit of a run ahead of us first, but it's not too far. I guess it's probably a good time to start talking about it. The concept of this playthrough was to progress through the base game and the Age of Calamitous content in a video series, but I am building up settlements prior to discovering them with this character. So that way when we are leveling up in this series, the world looks a bit cooler. It looks a little bit more decorated. So here is kind of what I'm talking about as we come up onto my first settlement. We're getting chased here. Take him out first. Quick warning, a flyover showcase video is incoming. A lot of this build is the Acer building set mixed with the Notch and Arrow set from Shima's Compendium. That comes with the Savage Wild mod map. But this is our first area that I have built up. It is essentially a logging town. We're going to do a lot of forestry crates here. And I will set up my first workbenches here. So everything that's been built is for the most part decoration. If it's stuff like these fridges here, I won't use them until I'm high enough level to be able to craft them. So they're just here to look cool for now. But I do very much like building and decorating. So this is what we have first. You can see there's no thralls here yet or workers. Like I still have to go out and get those. So everything here is just set up to start playing. The first couple things that we need to build is a carpenter's bench and a Tanner's work table. So as you can see, I kind of left place open here, right? So what we would do is go into knowledge. We need to unlock everything. So we unlock stone tools. And then all of this stuff. Okay, so for example, if I want to make a tannery rack, we're gonna need wood, stone, and bark. So we're gonna go out and gather that really quickly, and we'll set that down and get that started. So I kind of had the idea of like setting it here. It's open, so you know the hides can dry out, kind of thing. And then I'll put a tanner's bench right here to go with it. So that's the idea of that. So as you can kind of see, we can progress through the series, and then I just don't have to spend a huge amount of time like decorating after, or we can just set stuff down and move on. That's kind of the idea of this series. So we are going to start doing a little bit of gathering, but I do need to kind of drop all of the stuff in my bag considering it's full. Where can I throw all this stuff? Let's get the knowledge for box making. I know it's here somewhere amongst all of this stuff. Here. Okay, and then we can't get the large chest until level 20, but we can at least make one of these. We just need thread and wood. And we know how to get that, so we'll just go out and gather some of that. There are some like wolves and bears running around in this section, so I do have to be careful until I get strong enough to be able to handle them. Right now, they'd probably kill me. Gather up some plant fiber so we can make the thread. We should be good on... Yep. Okay. So for the moment, we will put our stuff in here, at least some of our heavier stuff that we don't want to hold on to at the moment. Wood can go in this thing. I need to find some stone, which might be the only lacking thing around here. We might have to go that way. I know there's some up this direction. Again, I'm just gonna have to be careful with some of the wildlife at first. And there's some stone up here. How much did I need for what I want to build next? We need 200 stone and then 100 wood, which we already had 100 wood. What's really cool about this stone right here is this stuff will give you brimstone. If you're looking for brimstone and you wanted to build up in this new section right here. Okay, there's 200 stone. Grab a little bit more. I'm sure we're gonna need more. I like that we can level tools and weapons and stuff. That's really neat. So we'll head back and build our tannery table. Oh, we gotta grab the 100 wood. What the heck? Okay, that's good enough. Alright, so we could place this here to get us started. What is the other thing? Oh, you only need wood for this. Okay, so we'll throw this down too. Okay. So any of the hides that I get, this thing right here is for a mod. I'm just gonna throw this stuff away. Don't need it at the moment. All of the hides that I had, I placed in that box so we can grab those. They're right here. And we should get those started. It needs bark to run, so that's what this is. We only have a little bit though, so. But we have some leather crafting. And some tar. Again, some new thumbnails, so getting used to all the new thumbnails. Okay. What else? There was a couple things I wanted to do in this episode, and then we're just gonna wrap it up and we'll pick up from there on the next one. What I wanted to do from here is I want to go capture a horse. I could have did that when we were grabbing stone, but I forgot it. So once we get up the hill ahead of us, there's a bunch of horses, and we'll find one so that way we can start raising up a mount. We're not running around everywhere on foot. This is a really cool spot on the map. Dolgaron Village. This is I've made a guide on crown coins and the profession crates before. this is one of the location. There's 3 locations on the map that this shows up, and you can craft crates of different professions, bring them here, and make money off of them. It's a really awesome system that's in AOC. It's literally one of the reasons why I like building settlements. It adds a whole nother level of gameplay. So I very much like this addition to AOC. So that is kind of why I've built my town where I have built it. So you can kind of do like a trade run gameplay loop. All right, but the reason why we came up here is to find horses. And there's one right there. Ooh, it's a swift one too, cool. And it's the only one I see right at the moment. There's a few of them up here. But we did get one, so let's head back. What you would need to do from here is... I actually forget what the saddle stuff is under. Right here. Well, first we have to be level 20, so we can't do that yet. We'll have to save that for another episode, it looks like. Doing things out of order here. Where is it that the companion tab is? Is it... Okay, there's the stable. So the stable's at level 15. So we can at least get the Thrall Taker, because we're gonna obviously be doing that. It's Conan Exiles, after all. So we have to wait till level 15. And then we can get the stable and the Chocobo stable. And we are level 12, so we're actually really, really close. Okay, so now that I've thought about this for a second, I am going to do a little bit of grinding. I'm going to gather up a bunch of wood and stone and see if I can gain a few levels. I need to be level 20 to make saddles, and I need to be 15 to make the stable. So I've kind of did this out of order, just a little bit. I've jumped the gun. So I'm just gonna do some really quick, like, simple gathering, and then we'll just kind of jump into the progression from there. I definitely need to get stone and wood. Pretty much everything. Which a lot of times is why I just use creator mode to build. It's like, do I really want to do this right here just to build? When I feel like building. Anything that's related to, like, the progression of power, related to my character, I try to grind out. But when it comes to just building and decoration and stuff, I don't know. I like seeing bigger settlements. This would take me ages to grind out, right? So, not that I couldn't. Ooh, there's boars. Wonder if I can kill this. I must stay in the forest killing boars. If I learn how to fight.
That's why we need to just log in and stay in the forest, killing boars. Boars?
Let's go. A little bit of experience. Back to tree chopping. Before I wrap up this episode for today, there was one more thing that I wanted to do. I want to go clear out some of the shalebacks and get some hides from them that are down here. Also just kill some of the imps as we come across them. One thing that I wanted to involve the viewers with was naming the settlements or towns and just anything that we would name. Thralls, pets, all that kind of stuff. So if you can think of a cool name for like a settlement like this, just drop it in the comments. And if there's a handful of suggestions, we could do a poll to select it, or I could just do one of the random generator selection things where we could just throw all the names in and it picks one. But that's kind of one focal point that I wanted to allow everybody watching this series to kind of pitch in, and we come up with the names of these settlements. There's a lot of imps around here. They don't give a ton of experience. I guess I can bring this up too. I've been using the EAA mod, and I really, really like it. But there's some aspects of it that are very much like endgame-esque. And I'm kind of struggling on how to go about using it. Because I don't want to turn it off because I love the camera zoom that comes with it, where I can zoom out like a really far distance. And I don't want to turn it off just because of that. I've thought about it over making this episode where I was just like, maybe I should just shut this off and wait until I get to like level 60 or something like that. But, you know, I could just have some self-control and we could just take the stuff and I can just throw it in a box and then not touch it to 60. I don't really know how to go about that at the moment. And I guess the reason why is I've noticed that some of these mobs, like, they dropped a fragment of power. But these are very early game mobs. I don't think that should be happening. So it's led me to feeling like I'm kind of breaking the game a bit with the mod. So I guess if you see me killing mobs that don't normally drop fragments of power and I just leave the fragment, that's probably why. It's me just trying to have some kind of self-control. Okay, but I can come down here and I can skin these so I can get a bunch of hide off of these. Also, food. Oops. That one should bleed out, but it is not, so there we go. Oh, we leveled up too, cool. These weapons are really cool. Alright, so I can skin all of these. So at least I will be set on leather. Really, the only thing that is lacking in this area is iron, unfortunately. So going into the next episode, we will push farther into the map and search for some more iron. Also some better quality mobs that we could turn into thralls if we find some good worker thralls. But for right now, if I wanted to, I'll probably just do some of this off cam, just running around and killing these simple things. I know there's plenty of ways to go about like speed running this game and leveling extremely fast. But just for the sake of like a bit of an RP type playthrough where we're just kind of enjoying the world and building it up. I'm not in a rush. I know I don't want to show exactly everything because the series would be so long nobody would want to see it, but I do want to show aspects of what I'm doing, and then just it's like, you know, a splash of it here and there, and then I do a lot of it off cam, or if I do streams, I could do a bunch of grinding on stream while we just hang out and talk about the game and just chill. But when it comes to making these episodes, I kind of want to show you everything I'm doing, but I don't need to show you all of it, kind of thing. So that's kind of the idea at the moment. There's another imp. Looks like there's some humans over here too. What we got over here? Is Cloudy gonna get dead? Knocked one down. Oh, they're just exiles, so we should be good. We should be good. Uh-oh. Wait, I put my weapon away? That's not good. So we could just get that Tanner if I wanted, but I don't have anything set up yet to be capturing thralls. So, oh shit. Am I gonna get killed? I'm so bad. Yeah. We got him. Okay. It's crazy how humans give very, very little experience. But it is what it is. Where's the other one we fought? But yeah, everything's really close, so I can just kind of always just run right back to my base. If only there was some iron nearby. It would be completely self-sufficient. But, you know, it gives us reason to go buy or to go build more towns. And I'm sure some of you have seen as I've been running back and forth here that I have Shima up here in the front. So at first I want to go in the series about us like actually traveling to these areas and going about this, exploring the map the way you would if you just created a character. But eventually as we get farther in, you know, we can just, see, I have not named these yet. I'm looking for names as we, you know, progress through these episodes, but that way we have a form of fast travel. I know there's a few forms of fast travel in the game at this point, but options are always good. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I hope you're all enjoying this series. I'm having a lot of fun making it so far. If you are, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to keep up with the series. Until our next adventure, stay safe, Exile.